We are on set. It's quiet on set.
Dude, every time we try to pod, one of Bruce's girls starts piping
They
up.
come in here and they're like, "You were supposed to take me out for Valentine's Day.
You were supposed to buy me the jewelry.
I didn't get nobody fucking nothing, dude. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
I got in trouble.
What? I got in trouble too.
I got stuff from
Kelly, close the door.
Dang. Some drama going down.
Oh shit! Hey, get out of here. Hey, go.
Dude,
Go.
I want Soupy on the pod.
Hey, get out. Hey, go. What is he doing? Hey, no, get out of here. You're going to trip over all the wires. Get out of town.
I love the idea that that's the intro.
That's how the podcast starts. All right, where did we start already? I can't tell.
Yeah, I mean, I started an hour ago.
Yeah, that's not even true.
I've been podcasting.
Before anything, before a fucking you say a goddamn word. How long have you been here? What time is it right now?
69?
No, right now it's 7:54, and you got here at what, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, and we just slowly set up. We hung out.
Yeah.
Would you say we got a lot of FaceTime in together?
I mean, it wasn't a real hang.
It was a hang.
You know, we were working.
We were just getting stuff done.
Yeah, but I want to hang. You know what I mean?
The big issue here is that you've been here for 54 minutes in my apartment, and you didn't say a goddamn word about my haircut.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
I didn't even realize it.
How?
I don't know.
How is that possible? We see
Take your headphones off.
We see each other multiple times a week, and you didn't
notice
anything different.
I mean, it looks good. Let me see what we got. Oh, wow.
I went to Supercuts.
Dude, that's great. Did you bring a picture of me?
No. No. Remember did I ever tell you that there was one time I went to a place? Because I don't know what to tell them. My issue is I used to go to my friend Jorian in Bakersfield all the time. I would go to her like a few times. You've met her. I would go to her like a few times a year and get a haircut, like probably once every 3 months. And that was just easy. I would go there. She would do what she knew I liked done to my hair, and we would do it. But then she moved to San Francisco, so now I got to go to fucking... Did you say put cum in it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I got to go to fucking Supercuts or Great Clips. You know what? I don't like Great Clips. I don't like sports clips.
Yeah.
I go to Supercuts because at Great Clips and at Sport Clips they put that scalding hot towel on you, and I hate that.
I mean, sure.
It's the hottest thing in the fucking world.
Really? I like
Every
it.
time I've ever got it done to me.
Too hot.
It's so hot.
Well,
I don't know if that's the autism talking, but
just have put the towel in your balls to cool it
I
down.
would. Yeah,
You have cold balls.
I
Bruce.
would put a cold towel down my pants and that one up
yeah.
there. Like, I'm tipping you. Yeah, Sports Clip sucks because they just show like non-denominational football.
Yeah.
on the TV. So there's like no.
I was like, this is my son's game.
Yeah, non-copyrighted football is like non-copyrighted sports is all they play there.
Just like pong.
Yeah.
People playing fucking ping pong and like shoot the bullet in the ass and.
Yeah, so I
what do they call that? What's the one where they throw the beanbag?
cornhole.
Cornhole.
Yeah, I'm great at cornhole.
Yeah, but not that kind.
No, I tried to get a few professional cornhole players on
I remember
Fat
that.
Jocks, and none of them got back to me somehow.
It didn't happen.
You know what's funny is like I've had good and bad luck with those things where like on that other podcast I easily reached out to like world class like competitive eaters,
Yeah.
like some of the like the top 5, the best like Iditarod dog racer of all time. Like,
Well, you got him.
yeah,
That was cool.
and then I try to get these cornhole. I've tried. You know, really the only ones I've failed at are cornhole players and monster truck drivers. They want no part of it.
Why wouldn't they want any part of it?
They didn't get back to me. So I
Sorry.
reached out to them. I told them what's going on. What are you doing?
I realized that my bass boost wasn't on.
Oh wow! So you need to boost the bass, and
I got to boost the
boost
bass.
the bass. Is that what I said?
I got to get bass
Dude, anyways, this haircut thing that
Yeah.
pissed me off already. I'm already pissed off about that.
I'm sorry.
I made you. I made us both espresso. I fucking got you a LaCroix.
I didn't even say thank you.
No, not at all.
Well,
This is insane.
I appreciate it. I apologize.
Didn't
and
notice my haircut. I got you a pure unflavored LaCroix. I made it not like I don't have Nespresso tablets either. I'm not some kind of fucking bum.
No. You got the full machine.
I just tamped down espresso for both of us.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I don't think you do.
It was delicious. It was very good.
I know it was good.
I was too caught up in the bit of drinking from a tiny cup.
I know. Kevin wanted to drink with the tiny cups on the podcast, and I said no. You said you had a bad Valentine's Day?
It wasn't like a bad Valentine's Day, but I got in trouble. I got in trouble because me and my wife haven't really bought each other presents.
I thought you were going to say you haven't bodied each other lately. I was like,
Yeah, we haven't.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, we haven't bought it down.
So what? She decided she wanted a present this year? Or you,
Yeah.
or you did that thing from the commercial where you. Sorry, I can't
I
get
give
my
it-
can around the fucking mic arm. You did that thing from the commercial where like you show up with a used Lexus with a huge bow on it.
Dude, that would have been dope.
Yeah.
Or just a picture of a car or car keys. I give her car keys.
Yeah, like she's a baby.
Yeah, and I'm like, like for when you need to cut open boxes.
Yeah,
you
just
use
think
these
about a
keys.
car.
She's like, what the fuck?
Play pretend. You get her. You should have got her car keys and a refrigerator box that you cut. You cut around to look like a new car. Baby, we're doing pretty good.
I thought you could use this. I know how much you get pumped up about new cars.
So what happened, dude?
I ended up just getting her some random stuff because we never usually get each other things. We just usually do a card. And so I got her the card, but then I was at the 99-cent store and I saw a bunch of shit that I thought was like fun, like a candle and like a pair of socks. And like, it was like not just 99 cents. There was other stuff there too. It was like upwards of $5, but I got her a lilac candle. I got her some really, really cheap nail polish. And I got her an electric fly swatter.
Go on.
And she laughed, which was...
I'm just trying to figure out where this trouble's coming in.
Well, she was like, I can't believe you bought me things from the 99-cent store. And I'm like, are you mad about it? And she's like, I'm not mad about it. Why would you give me things from the 99-cent store?
She would rather get nothing?
Well, she's like, I'm embarrassed. And I was like, oh, man. So I fucked up. So I had to have sex with her.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I hate having to have sex with your wife.
I know she doesn't enjoy it, and I barely enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
she was. The idea is that she would have rather got nothing instead of you being like, and on my way out, I'll get an electric fly swatter.
I
Because
don't
now you
know.
look like you're one of those couples from that show, Extreme Cheapskates.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that show where the guy's like, and for her birthday, I went to the discount store and bought her this discounted Arrowhead water.
And I thought she would appreciate. Well, I've gotten her like flowers in the past, and she's like, "What? Don't spend money on this." Like, and I'm just like, "Okay."
Well, she acts like you guys are the family from fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Like a loaf of bread. I'm talking about Charlie's family, not Mike TV's family, because that's
Yeah.
my family, dude.
That's your family. Yeah, yeah.
I grew up exactly like Mike TV.
Just shooting fake
shooting guns
at
on the
TV.
king, and his mom being like, he doesn't even ever not watch TV, but it's just porn. I'm Bruce Porno.
Yeah.
But it's spelled like the last name like Morneau, like EAU, like
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
POR in EAU.
And the whole scene is he's watching a porno, and then Willy Wonka's like, it's like, I want to go in the porn, Mr. Wonka. And then you like your dick transports
Yeah.
into the porn.
Because the mom in the movie, I just watched it recently. She brings him over like a TV dinner, but my
Yeah.
mom's like bringing me over like lotion. It's like, he's always jacking off. He doesn't stop jacking off for nothing.
And the fucking dick particles fly over, and then Mike TV's dick is on the guy in the porno, but then it's forever small.
Yeah, you know what would be even worse is if the particle thing on the Willy Wonka TV thing isn't good enough. It fucks up. So the only thing that it doesn't bring into the porno is his dick. So his dick is just left outside of it, and then he's like the guy from Twilight Zone where he's like,
Yeah.
there was time now. And his dick is outside of the porno.
I don't know that Twilight Zone.
guy? That entire guy got the entire guy who his thing is that he loves to read, and all he wants to do is read, and
But he doesn't have time.
he hates being bothered by the nuances of life. I think he's a librarian in the show, and then there's some kind of apocalyptic thing where he's the last guy on Earth. But then he's on the steps at the end of it, and he's so excited. He's like, finally, time to read. This guy gets no pussy, too. This guy's the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah.
He really
Finally
is the
time-
worst. He's an asshole. All he wants to do is
Finally time to
read.
read.
Like, he's the worst. But then, which is actually good. I mean, you're supposed to feel bad for the guy, but he's an asshole
Yeah.
because all he wants to do is read. So then his glasses fall off and his glasses break. And then he's like stunned, and he's like trying to pick him up. And he's like, no. And he goes, but that's not fair. There was time now. Dude, that is a great impression. If anybody knows what I'm talking about,
Yeah, put it
they
together.
they're gonna know that they're gonna be like, "Damn, Bruce is crushing it." But he's
Yeah.
like, "But that's not fair."
His dick falls off.
Yeah, and it's literally Mike TV.
There was time now.
Yeah, Mike TV getting left out of the porno, so he's like, his dick is the only thing outside of the TV that he's stuck in forever. Regis like a poltergeist style.
If you want to put that together as a nice little clip, I know there's some great video editors out there. Send it to brainjailpod at bean.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to intro the pod. You didn't do it.
I know.
Hey, here goes Kevin. Hey everyone, welcome to the fucking show.
Hey, welcome to Bag Fries, folks. It's me, Kevin Tank, and across from me is Bruce Gray, and welcome to the pod. If you like what you're seeing, if you've enjoyed anything we've done in the past, do us a favor and go ahead and throw a 5-star review on iTunes. Put your phone on silent, Mr. Gray.
I turned it down.
Jesus.
It's supposed to be off.
Ugh.
You got this, dude.
Go ahead and send us an email to bagfriespod@gmail.com, and then follow me and Bruce on all the social medias.
At Bruce Gray Live.
Yeah, I'm at Bruce Gray, and he's at Bruce Gray Live.
Yeah. Listen to Fat Jocks, too, if you like sports.
Yeah.
Because I'm over there getting nasty with it. Telling Kevin before, about to go to a NASCAR race in a few weeks, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're going to shoot man on the street stuff at the tailgate.
Hell, you're going to shoot a man on the
I'm going to
street
shoot a man on the
tailgate?
street. I could shoot a man in the middle of my Donald Trump's Fifth Avenue is a NASCAR race tailgate.
Yeah.
I could shoot a man at the NASCAR tailgate, and everyone would still vote for me. That's sick, dude.
Dude, you had something you wanted to tell me on the pod.
Oh yeah, because we were Kelly, my girlfriend's going on a work trip, so she has to probably use her computer to like project something. So she was cleaning up her desktop so that whenever she opened her computer, it wouldn't be like
Biggest dick in the world.
yeah something. So at my grandma's funeral, we were having issues with
Oh God.
with the like tech was shitty, and I had made the videos for the
Yeah.
funeral, which I did like the night before too, like because there was like people were all over the place. So I was like, all right, here, give me all the pictures. I'll fucking screenshot them. I'll put them on the thing. I'll make the videos overnight, whatever. And so these people at this fucking funeral home were a nightmare. It sucked. Like they were like, we can't unplug the HDMI from there to your computer because what if that breaks something? It's like
The HDMI is hooked up to all of these dead people.
yeah, it's the only thing keeping the dead people dead is the HDMI cord.
They'll come to life.
No, they had classic old people brain about computers where they're like, you can't do that. What if it breaks something? And I literally 5 times in a row, I was like, nothing's going to happen. So they made me run through all this bullshit of trying to fucking take the shit I have and printing it onto a DVD with their 100-year-old DVD burner thing, like all this shit. And I told them a million times, I was like, guys, this is fine. And then literally after a while, it got down to like 10 minutes before the service started, and I don't remember if I told Kelly or not, but I was like, "Hey, can you like go out to talk to whoever really quick?" And I shut the door, and it was just like me and these 2 guys, and I was like, "Hey, look, the people out here have paid you guys a lot of money to be here today, and I don't really know what else to tell you, but I'm kind of done fucking around and trying all your different solutions. So what I'm going to do is take the HDMI cord and plug it into my thing."
Yeah.
Like, does that sound pretty fine? And
Yeah.
then they were like, okay. But then we fast forward to the thing.
They're all 100 years old.
They're insane. One of them was young, but he's like, we have to talk to my boss. Like that was his deal. And so he like come down to it. So Kelly was in the back, like doing the tech stuff while it was supposed to be done. But they had closed my computer, and so they had to bring it back up, and it was on the lock screen. And at the time, my background was a picture of Morgana, the kissing bandit. Do you know who that is? The lady who used to run onto baseball fields with the biggest tits of all time. There was a picture of her. She was fully clothed, but she was running onto a baseball field, like running. It's the picture where Nolan Ryan's like dropped down to his knees and she's like running in from like second base and has like truly the biggest tits you've ever seen in your life on a person. And she's running and she's like this great picture. The picture rocks.
Here's some lady like playing the organ. What was your grandma's name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie was a great soul. A heart as big as that woman's tits. Just a beautiful soul.
And so I was literally had to go up right after that, and I was like, "Thanks, everybody." That was Morgana, the kissing bandit.
Dude, that's so great.
It
That's
was-
perfect though for your family.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Did it crush?
It was no. There wasn't a lot of big laughs. It was more just like. Well, there was like also like kind of a lot of stuck up people there who were kind of like. Yeah,
Breasts
I know.
on the television.
Then I went up there and was like, "Man, y'all acting like y'all never seen a pair of big ass titties before. We got some big ass titties in here. Look at you right there."
You start doing crap. You pull the mic out. You're like, hey,
Miss Johnson, don't act like your titties ain't twice the size as that. Am I right, y'all? Yeah, I get shot with a fucking taser.
I would love Man, I don't know. I feel like that's how your family's funerals would go, though.
What?
Just people showing up, talking about titties.
Oh, yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
there was a fight at my grandpa's funeral.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
How so?
Well, my grandpa's funeral reception.
Why?
My cousin, my uncle and his family are a little bit estranged, and he had showed up to the thing, and then one of his sons were there, and so his son came up and gave him the what for at the what was that place called? Senor Peppers or something? It was a Mexican restaurant banquet hall. So we were down at the Senor Peppers.
Serving
I
refill
know, it's literally
beans.
just like
Yeah.
it's like fajitas everywhere in the
fajitas.
Oh, you don't fight.
Hey, fuck you,
Yeah,
man.
so then he
you don't
fucking-
show up and into your grandpa's funeral.
No, so he slugged him one, and then my other.
You come to the buffet because you know there's going to be free food, but you didn't have the balls to show up to the funeral, you son of a bitch.
He was at the funeral, but he's basically like, "You didn't have the balls to be there my entire life." And so,
Jesus.
I mean, he's my uncle. Yeah, whatever. You know,
I mean,
not get too deep into the whole thing.
That's
But
fair.
he slugged him one. Then my other uncle is a great guy, but he's an older guy. He's like, close to 60.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking, and my cousin is definitely not anywhere near 60. And he fucking yanked him up by the back of the neck and fucking brought him outside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then my memory's a little fuzzy, but I feel like my sister threw some wine on the whole situation too. I think I could be 100% wrong.
Your older sister? Or your
They're
younger?
both older. I don't have
Well,
an
I
older
mean,
sister.
the
I
Oldest?
don't want to speculate, but I
Okay.
think that's what happened. I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah.
At the very least, she was like, "Get the fuck out of here, you fucking-"
it would be a perfectly acceptable if that's what happened, though.
Yeah, of course. And then the people, I mean, literally just straight from there, everything went completely back to normal.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Your
great.
family ever fight at funerals? Apparently, at my aunt's wedding, my mom's sister's wedding, apparently someone smacked someone else with a chair.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that happened. I know there was a fight. At least somebody threw a chair.
My shit's boring, man. No, nobody's, no fights. Everybody's very well behaved. I will say, though, at my grandma's 100th birthday, I got to see the whole family together.
Gotcha.
For the first time in a long time. We were in San Luis Obispo and got like a banquet hall, and it was awesome. Like, you know.
Did you guys get the dancing bear?
No, dude.
Do you know who that is?
Yes.
The guy who puts on the bear head and goes around, like, puts fucking whipped cream on his dick and then goes and, like, smacks it in people's faces.
Dude, that would have been
Grandma
one
just
hell of a
blowing the knitted dancing song.
Yeah.
The dancing bear.
dude. It was pretty awesome. It was very nostalgic and very like wholesome and whatnot. But everybody, like, I didn't recognize a bunch of people because they played kind of like musical chairs with some
Oh, that sucks.
some wives and some not.
Oh, it was a wife swap?
It wasn't a wife swap, but there was like new families and like this person's gone, but now this person's here and these are their kids and whatnot, which is
Like
fine.
second marriage type beats?
Yeah. But it was just I just didn't know people, so I was like a little bit uncomfortable. Like not, but I got a few drinks in me, and then I was just walking around like, "Hey, great to see you."
Yeah, I do an ironic podcast. What do you do? What are you doing these days, Kevin? Like, well, I know I'm kind of going from ironic podcast to ironic podcast.
Yeah. We're trying to keep the old shitheads that
Yeah.
love the old podcast to enjoy the new podcast. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm shitty as possible.
Are you familiar with Discord? Yeah, well, it's a bunch of guys that go on the Discord. They call each other gay.
Yeah.
Pretty much 24 hours a day. Hey, check it out. Look, they're doing it now.
Do I make any money? No money. There's no money. And
I actually lose money.
Yeah, I lose money on it, and it's good. And no, they wanted to give us money, but we said no. We said no. We do this for the love of it.
Yeah, man. I'm like a pirate radio guy. Like, all right, great. Well, I made $250,000 last year printing stamps.
Yeah. I don't have any pictures of it or anything, but I built 6 bridges this year. Like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I got some big things in the works.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you familiar with the Oklahoma City bombing? Imagine a sequel. And then you just pound a fucking glass of champagne like you're the Joker. I'm looking to create a little chaos.
I'm looking to blow up a building. And they're like,
well,
"What?"
actually, I'm a domestic terrorist.
I'm like, sorry, it's a bit from my ironic podcast.
But just like being at a dinner like that and being like, well, things are going pretty good for me. We almost got the Capitol, and well, other than that, I've been doing. I mean, that was light work. I've been trying to get into more like kind of more high scaled domestic terrorism kind of stuff. Oh, great. Okay.
I got a hold of the Anarchist Cookbook for the first time.
What kind of conversations did you get into at your grandma's funeral? Or birthday?
Yeah, 100th birthday.
Sorry. The wedding is next, and then the funeral.
Yeah.
When I marry your 100-year-old grandma,
Dude.
how mad would you be?
I honestly would probably be happy for her.
Is your grandpa since passed on?
Yeah. He's been gone for
Dudes
a while.
don't live to 100.
They don't.
And when they do, they're like, and I got it all to thank to Dr. Pepper. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Dudes who live to be super old, like, everyone's like, what's your secret? How'd you do it? It's like, well, I smoke cigarettes every day.
Yeah.
I inject heroin, and I still got this little vial here
But
of
think
liquid
about
cocaine.
it. If you've lived your life to like the fullest, for lack of a better word, of having like no discipline, and you live to be that old, like you're the only one who can say it, because your whole life you're like, don't do that. It's not good for you. It's unhealthy.
Yeah,
And
you
go,
can finally speak your mind.
I know I probably shouldn't smoke, but you're like, I've been smoking for 80 years straight, and I'm fine. And
Turn into fucking Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. I've been smoking for 80 years straight. I actually get in the back of my Prius and I suck on the tailpipe when it's not in electric mode.
Does your grandma have any secrets that she swears by?
Are
you guys familiar with the Hitachi wand? Constant masturbation.
Have you heard of the rabbit? Anybody hear about the rabbit vibrator?
I do one in the fake and one in the stank.
No, she was great. She,
Is she mobile?
She said, she said, forgive people. Basically, was one of the things is like forgiveness was the big thing. Fairness. Steve Lubetkin. If you've listened to the audiobook of I'm Dying Up Here.
It's such a niche impression, but
it really is.
There's an audiobook called I'm Dying Up Here, and it's about the comedy strike and this guy who jumped off the hotel next to the comedy store and tried to hit the comedy store with his body, but really did not even get close. So
No.
And well, he was mad about not getting spots at the comedy store anymore.
Which is
I get it.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that story. But they read his suicide note on the audiobook, and the guy just goes, fairness.
My name is Steve Lubetkin. It's literally,
I used to work at the comedy store.
my biggest issue is all of my impressions that are good are very niche.
Yeah.
Where it's like the guy, it's either people I know or it's like that guy from Twilight Zone. That's not fair.
Yeah.
None of them are good.
My best impression is of Ed Wynn, who's been dead for like 20 years.
Yeah, you do a killer Bob Hope.
Yeah. It's,
So what? She said forgive people. I think that's a dumb idea.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? But no, it was great, man. We had an open bar, and so I was having to regulate my intake, and then luckily I had no marijuana on me. Otherwise, I would have made a real fool of myself, I imagine.
By hitting a crusty one-hitter.
I hit on my cousin. God damn.
Excuse me.
How long have you been here? Shit. Whose is this?
You know what, though, dude? Every time there's an open bar, I feel like I could drink 100 drinks and not get drunk for some reason. What is
open
that?
Bar?
It's a sham. It's because the drinks are as small as
No. I don't know what it is, but you were 100% right. The only time I've gotten like shit housed,
because a lot of open bars,
not true.
Is beer, wine, and it's never any shots. I mean, pretty much no open bars allow shots. I imagine there was no shots at this. Function.
No shots. No, actually, yeah, you could have taken shots. They had everything, but
see,
the only
you
thing
guys
that was
are-
paid for was like a couple of drinks.
Beer, wine, well liquor.
Yeah.
Or like a strawberry.
Yes, exactly. It was
tahini.
like a margarita or Barbara's badass Beetlejuice babe vodka.
Margarita.
Yeah.
What is your grandma's name?
Barbara.
Barbara, damn, dude.
I love my grandma so much. She's an amazing lady. I almost named my daughter after her, but then
You can't do that.
But
maybe a middle name, but you can't. I mean,
yeah.
I got fucked, and I don't want to put that on anyone.
Wait,
else.
what's your middle name?
I mean, I got fucked with my entire name. But my name is Bruce.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. That's awful.
Bruce is a fine name.
But it's there's all kinds of shit.
what if
wrong.
my name was Chuck?
That'd be way better. That's not like an old guy name. That's a cool guy's name. Bruce is like a gay guy's name and an old guy's name.
Bruce.
You know that. You know the story behind that with the Incredible Hulk, right?
Hi, Bruce.
That they were.
Oh, yes, I do.
His name, and whenever they had it in the 80s or the 70s, his name was going to be Bruce Banner in the TV show, but they
Yeah.
decided that was too much of a stereotypical gay name, so they called him David Banner.
I think so, yeah.
Or something like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I've met girls
Billy
like that.
Banner.
I've met girls. Yeah, Billy's even worse.
Yeah.
I've met.
Oh, Billy.
I don't know. This whole old name thing, it's got to die out. I'm
Henry, Hank.
glad- That's not that bad
That's
though.
not bad. Bruce isn't that bad. I mean,
Barbara is awful.
Do you think that's probably why you are gay? Is because of your name?
Yeah, I was born into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really was born.
I had no choice in
Yeah.
the thing.
I mean, my name is Bruce Roy Eugene Gray. That's about as white trash and old as it gets.
Yeah, but also like I could see you like deposing somebody with that name, like Esquire. Like if you were a lawyer.
Oh yeah,
Wait, what is it again?
Bruce Roy Eugene Gray.
Yeah, like
BREG doggy.
dude, you should get a business card.
That says all of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My parents were no bullshit. Were gonna name me Kevin.
Really?
Yeah.
I was almost.
You know who they were gonna name me after?
Tyler.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
You know who they were gonna name me after? When it comes to Kevin,
Who?
the old Backstreet Boy.
Oh no fucking
I'm
way!
just kidding. Dude, the Backstreet Boy, have you ever noticed that there was like the 4 young hot guys and then like the weird older dude who hung out with them?
Yeah.
mean,
Wait,
it's-
which one was the weird older dude? Was
Kevin.
that Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin the Backstreet Boy. There was this girl that I knew that was like, my stepmom, she used to date a Backstreet Boy. And we were like, who? And she was like, Kevin.
Like she's ashamed.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
like, I mean, it's the same thing as like,
Kevin.
same thing. Like my mom used to date a guy from NSYNC and they're like, who? She's like,
Terry the towel guy.
yeah, Joey Fatone.
Yeah,
You know what's
yeah.
funny about Joey Fatone? You know how you spell his last name? Fatone,
O-N-E,
fat
yeah,
one.
fat
And he's the
one.
fat one from NSYNC. That
He
just
is.
some, life finds a way somehow.
It's brutal, man.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, I never liked being named Kevin. I don't like my name.
Why? Isn't your middle name James?
Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah, it's
Kevin
great.
James.
Uh,
You should go by Kevin James Tinkin.
oh, I thought about going by K James, but that's just like
Yeah.
hello.
K James, you think so?
Yeah.
I thought K James is more
I have
like,
a full bouquet of flowers in my
No.
pocket.
I thought K James is like, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next comic.
Hey, y'all ever been fucking from the back? You been fucking from the back and that bitch trying to look around and be like, bitch, don't look at me when I'm fucking from the back.
K James. K James actually is cool. Yeah, that's a radio name though.
yeah,
K. James.
Yeah,
At
you're here with
midnight.
K James at,
What kind of radio
from
show?
3 to 7 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of radio show would you want to host? Like some late night shit where you could do that, some weird
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Like, well, I look at like, hey, folks, good to see you.
Frasier?
Frasier Smith's career as like
He was a drive time guy though.
is great. Yeah, but my dad discouraged me. We talked a little bit about my aptitude test in high school said that I should be a DJ or a janitor. And or DJ janitor. These floors is clean.
That might be the worst character of all time. DJ Janitor.
Yeah.
The key to the gator broke off inside of the like the ATV the janitors drive, that like green thing the janitors
yeah,
drive.
yeah.
The golf cart ain't working today.
They done stole my golf cart again.
Rewind.
Pissed on the floor in the bathroom downstairs. What is this podcast? It's just
Get done shit in the hand dryer again.
Shit the hand dryer.
shitting in the hand dryer would be tight because you'd have to shit up, so you'd need your homeboy to help you out. I'm surprised me and my friend that I was talking about on the first podcast never got into some shit like that.
Dude, that's a homeboy for
Yeah,
real.
like, hey, man, I'm gonna shit in the hand dryer. Hold my dick.
Hey, you know I got you. You know I got you.
Hey, hold my dick and balls.
Hey, hold my dick real quick.
Dude, there was man.
Every time I get in a fight, that's what I say.
Hey,
Hey, yo, hold my dick.
Did kids at your school try to destroy the school equipment?
No.
Really?
Well, we definitely always try to steal the golf cart. We always stole the
Would you
golf
do it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the janitor would be like, God damn, kid.
Well, it was the band golf cart.
oh,
So,
see,
like,
there's no fucking heroism in stealing the band golf cart.
no, it's true. I never really got in
Band
trouble.
teacher's too busy fucking ogling young women.
Yeah, I got suspended in junior high for having a pocket knife, which was stupid because I was from Boy Scouts. But Mr. Ricks fucking grabbed my pocket knife, grabbed my dick. No, he grabbed my ass cheek because I had a pocket knife in the back pocket, and then
He grabbed-
He was trying to feel me up to give me an A in wood shop.
You didn't get spanked at school, did you?
No.
Oh, dude, I did.
Did you really?
No, not in a good, not in a bad way.
You spanked it at school.
You only got suspended that one time.
Yeah.
What is he dying? I got sent home from school a lot. I only got suspended one time, dude, for fucking fighting, dude.
Really?
Straight up.
How would that go down?
Dude, I don't like to talk about that shit, dude. My violent shit comes out, bro.
What was her name?
Dude, I don't like to talk about my mean streak, dude. No, dude, I'm a fucking hero. I was at school, and I was also kind of like, I was like a sophomore in high school, and I was like, dude, I want to fucking, everyone else is fighting. I want to be fighting too sometimes.
Yeah.
And then my sister's boyfriend at the time had a brother who was, maybe I was a junior. Was I a junior or was I a sophomore? I think I was a junior. And I don't know. I was one of the two. This is like your grandpa, where you're talking about how your grandpa gets hung up on dumb stories. Like,
Their school colors were maroon and gold. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, I was about to stop 9/11, and what was that? 747.
That's what I was thinking about. Like when you get in a fight, I always think it's fucking just bullshit that when you get in a fight, that both people that fought get in trouble.
Oh, I was the aggressor, 100%.
Yeah, but did the other guy get in trouble too?
No, but because here's what happened, dude.
It's like there's a school shooter. You tackle him out of the way. It's like, hey, Bruce,
you can't be roughhousing.
look, you're going to jail, and I think this might be called for expulsion. Bruce,
You can't be. Nobody. Hey, it's out of my control.
hands are tied.
Hands
This
are
was
tied.
a violent act.
It's
Like,
in the
he
look
had
at,
a
look at the
gun.
look at the handbook right now. But this kid, my sister's boyfriend at the time had a cousin who was like a year younger than me, and he had a little scotch of the tizzy, little tiz-tastic, little
Autism?
little Aussie in there.
Oh, yeah.
And he was Australian.
Good day.
And yeah.
Good day. How many toothpicks you got there? Hey, I can tell you what the weather was like when you were born. I know the sound of the engine in every car made from 1962 to present day.
Like, hey, you want to see me name every vice president in order?
I can name all the states in the world.
But anyways, he was Australian.
There's two in the box. Remember from Rain Man?
He was a little bit Australian, and my sister's boyfriend and his two brothers.
I have trouble making eye contact.
They put me in special ed class because there's not anything in between.
It's hard to classify me. I just have a hard time with other people, but I rarely throw a chair.
You stuck my dick in a pencil sharpener.
I'd be happy to be in the supply closet with the rest of the computers.
I'm literally gonna vomit if you keep doing from laughing.
I'm
much.
sorry. I would hate for that on this podcast.
For me to throw up on
Yeah,
the table,
yeah.
you'd think that's what you'd want. Anyways, so my sister's boyfriend and his brothers. Sorry, she's trans now. Her brothers, no, his brothers were all like
They brothers?
yeah, like local star athletes that like where there's local star athletes who aren't heavily recruited by anybody else. Really.
Yeah.
So they
Solomon
except
Bryant.
one of his brother was a good baseball player. He played D1 baseball, but apparently this kid was talking shit to the other to the Australian, and so then I was like, in my head I was kind of like, here's my chance to fucking get a fight at school, get some pussy, and.
Because I'm going to fuck you up. Well, I don't see why the direction of the fucking's important. Could fuck me down for all I care.
And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, fuck you fucking bitch. Like, you think it's fucking cool to do whatever? And he was like, no. I was like, what? Fuck.
Wait, to the autistic guy?
No, the autistic guy was my sister's boyfriend's
Oh, okay.
cousin.
Okay,
And so the other
okay,
guy
okay,
was
okay.
bullying that guy.
I see.
So then I was like,
I was too caught in my own
yeah,
bit.
of course. And so I told him that, and he was like, "All right, dude, fuck, fine, Jesus Christ, dude, fuck, he's a fucking Australian." And so then, and nothing happened after that, I don't think. And I think I was kind of like, "All right, fuck, whatever."
You were a hero, dude.
Yeah, but no, still after that, I was like, "Fuck, all right, I'm just gonna pretend it did." So I was just like, and then so I fucking. Well, you know, in Malibu's Most Wanted, where they walk up to the Bed Bath and Beyond type place, the Bath and Body Works, where they walk up in like 4 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So we walked up like that, and then I threw one of the weakest punches of all time.
Holy shit!
And it hit him in the face, and he like rolled down the hill a little bit in front of a lot of people, and then I got suspended.
Was there any retaliation?
No, just never talked to him again.
Hey, Bruce, thanks for sticking up for me.
From that guy, yeah, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then what I do remember
Can I follow you around for the rest of your life?
one sick move. I remember he had a tray with a French bread pizza on it, and with my left hand, I fucking smacked the pizza out, and with my right hand, I threw the worst punch of all time. And then I remember my friend Seth. It was like in plastic. And then my friend Seth, there's a very funny short dude, ran up and grabbed the pizza. Was like, I got his pizza. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that kid is now. Who knows? It's probably one of those things where it's like if I called him, be like, "Hey, dude, that was whatever. You're a dick, but I should have punched you." It would be like that Billy Madison, like people to kill this thing.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that.
Nah, he's fine. I think he's just some dude with like rich parents or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't had any famous school shooters or anything come out of my high school.
Well, I told you, there was a kid that went to a high school in my town. There wasn't a school shooting. There was a school shooting in Taft, which is outside of Bakersfield, but it was like one kid like grazed another kid with a fucking weak ass school shooting.
Sucking us.
And then
shooting.
Yeah. I knew a couple people who shot people or like got shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
I went to a weird middle school where it was like all the kids were like, fucking like everyone in my middle school was like fucking and sucking and taking ecstasy and doing
dude,
blow.
I think that's the I don't know, advantage or curse of living in a rural town. You know what I mean? If there's less shit to do, then people just get fucked up. Like my cousins that grew up in Lindsay, I would hear stories about like what was happening around there at that time. I'm saying specifically. I would hear specifics about individuals participating in what some might say is felonious activities.
Yeah. I would do felonious
I can't confirm
activity.
If
I just
this was
wasn't
my
getting
family.
sucked or fucked. That's what I wish I was.
Yeah.
I would make, like I told you, I'd make out at the roller rink every now and then.
Fuck yeah. Shooting the duck.
I would tell everybody I was fucking sliding fingers in when really I was just fucking dreaming about it, dude.
Yeah.
I was a pussy liar, dude.
Yeah, I'm always afraid. I've told stories on podcasts or whatever. But did I tell you about in junior high? I went to the movies with this girl, and she tried to blow me.
What?
In the movie theater.
Wow.
And I was...
She did the opposite. She put her mouth on the bottom of the popcorn bucket.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sucking on your fingers.
Yeah. One of my friends did that to another one of my friends one time with the popcorn bucket in his dick. It was like two dudes.
Two dudes?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
what an incredible
amazing.
move that is. Has anyone ever done that to success? Like, here's what I'll do is I'll stick my dick through the bottom of the popcorn.
Well, the idea of it being inconspicuous is what's so funny, too.
Yeah,
because if you really go through what would happen, you're like, oh, God, it's in there. And then she just shoving her fist up and down in the popcorn bucket.
flag everywhere.
Yeah. it's
Jerking
just
you off with the butter.
Oh, fuck. You coming in a $14 bucket of popcorn.
And then going to get a refill, be like, oh, there's a hole in the bottom of this one.
Something wrong with this butter.
Yeah. What if you did that? What if they did that and then there was a hole in it and you went to get the refill from the thing and then the guy behind the counter, like you walk up to the counter and you're like, there's a hole in here in the popcorn bucket. I think all my popcorn fell out. And then the guy behind the radio was like, we got a code too. The snack bar. And then like the fucking
We got a bucket fucker.
yeah, it's a guy who's there by himself. He's just like, oh fuck, just fucking the popcorn.
They put your a Polaroid picture of you on a wall that says bucket fuckers.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like. Have you ever got kicked out of the movies?
Yeah, I have gotten kicked out of the movie
Recently?
No. But I used to sneak in all the time.
Yeah.
I'd use these little suction cups to pull the doors open from the exit. That shit was
You
smooth.
just do it with your mouth.
Yeah.
Real cool, Kevin. It's
I'm
like
like-
the hot chick at the school sees you do. Wow, groovy, Kev.
Man, you're real dope.
That's like how you got into hanging out with the popular kids, was doing the suction cup with your mouth on
Yeah.
the movie doors.
Dude, it's so funny because like I literally, because you hear about like in church that like the devil will tempt you and all that stuff.
will.
So there would be all these situations where this girl Taryn is trying to like blow me, and the United Artist.
Just tearing you apart.
She's tearing me
And
apart.
the United Artists?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was.
what it's called?
Yeah, it was like the UA.
You're getting your dick sucked at UTA?
Yeah,
The-
but I
the
did.
talent agency?
I didn't. I literally got out of there. And
How
then,
old were you?
I was probably 12.
You were an
11
idiot.
maybe?
You should have called me.
Dude,
Not even bored. Or
that's how I do it now. Now, every time a woman is sexually advances with me, it sounds like a game show. You're moving on to the sex round.
You're advancing with Kevin. It's just
Like-
you like in your underwear smoking
That-
weed on the couch.
I don't think I told that the fucking the bang bus or like
Yeah.
a windowless van approached me.
You don't
on
know
the
if it was the
streets.
bang bus?
I don't know if it was. A
I
bang
don't know how
bus.
decked out the bang bus is.
But I literally was like, "Hey, there's a bunch of guys over here," and they're like, "Well, no, we're just driving around. We want to pick somebody up off the street." I'm like, "Okay, have fun." I was like that scene in Dumb and Dumber, like, "Man, some lucky guy is gonna get to fuck that beautiful woman in that van."
Did you feel good about yourself?
I mean, at this point, it's not even an option for me.
No,
Like,
but of course not. But you should have felt good about yourself that
Yeah.
they stopped you. I would feel good about myself.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. They were like, "We're looking for a big fat piece of shit to have
Really?
sex." No.
And you're like, oh, go my friend Bruce.
Oh, I got a lot of fat guys over here.
Yeah. What is that in Superbad where he's like, I'm going to a party full of fat guys right now.
Exactly.
Don't you want? Yeah. Imagine the bang bus breaks down. Like you got it. Yeah. Like you're in luck. I'm going to see a bunch of dudes right now. They would all fuck you.
But dude, there's
Going
been
to
little
Zach's fucking fart
situations.
palace.
Dude, Zach would lay it down. I always send.
Okay.
All right,
Zach's been producing Fat Jocks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very funny. The reviews on his voice have been less than stellar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It's
I got to read him. I got to check. What
no,
are they saying?
I forgot. Brian said that like a few people told him that.
I like to think of it as like you guys. You finally started getting reviews on iTunes, but
Yeah.
they're all negative about
Yeah,
Zach's
they're
voice.
all like, "Fuck you guys." Speaking of reviews, dude, leave us some reviews if you haven't reviewed the podcast already, dude.
yeah, man, it's a joke. It's the thing, but we got to do it otherwise. Nobody
And
gives a
don't
shit.
no funny business either. Don't go in there with the 1-star thing thinking that's funny, because I'll tell you what, it's not. And that's a great way to get yourself fucking straight in hell.
I don't know. You don't know how to deal with this audience because
What?
when you say stuff like that, hey,
That means they're gonna do
whatever
it.
you do, don't touch the cookies. And they're like, oh shit!
No, I really do like everyone that I've interacted with that listens to the podcast has been very pleasant.
They're awesome.
I
They're
truly,
all
and I don't like
awesome.
to sit here and be like Kevin's like winking at me and kicking me under the table like say something nice about the freaks.
No.
No. I've liked everybody.
Yeah, I am always blown away and excited when people like me.
Dude, let me give a special shout out here, dude.
Oh yeah, because we got to do that. That's very important.
Wait, here, you finish what you're doing, dude.
Well, so what I was saying was that I had this situation in the UA. I was at a volunteer event. All this stuff would happen where a woman would be like, "Let's get down," and I'd have to be like, and I shouldn't say all this stuff. It's probably 7 times my whole life, and that includes sex with my wife, where I'd be like, "No, ma'am, this is not okay." But she wasn't having nothing when we were dating.
Damn.
And I mean,
you ended up dating this girl.
no, I didn't date this girl. I'm talking about my wife. Yeah, when we were dating, I tried to climb into bed with her once before we were married, and she got pissed. She's like, "Don't!" And I'm like,
She's
real sexy.
called 911 on you.
Yeah, basically. But what did you find it?
Yeah, I couldn't remember this name. I wanted to give a special shout out to this dude, but I can't find the fucking. It's not my phone's being a piece of shit. Mainly.
On
No,
what?
here we go, dude. Shouts out to fucking Matthew Omar Ramat, dude. He said much love from Jamaica and Pakistan.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. So I wanted to give a special shout out to all the Jamaican followers and all the Pakistan bros.
You know what Jamaicans love is when you do their accent.
I don't know him, dude.
Hey, brother, good to hear from you.
You got to listen to this podcast, man. Nah, dude. Shouts out to him, dude. He's a fucking dope ass dude.
We do all the black accents.
He's
on this
down
show.
with the bag fries.
Get
up, you will get down with the bag fries, dude. You like Disturbed? Did you ever get into that shit rock of like
No.
Disturbed and Five Finger Death Punch?
The pastor at the church the big church I was part of loved
Like
those
POD?
guys. Yeah,
But he like Christian new metal?
No, the Down with the Sickness. They love.
really?
Yeah,
Because
he
in
loved
his
that
mind, he's
album.
like, we're taking the devil down, and it's like, no way. Dude.
I don't know. It was so weird because it was never like that version.
What were those dudes' number one? Sorry, you go on. I keep interrupting you.
No. There was never that version of like the Christian person at the church. I mean, there was a little bit.
Yeah.
But there wasn't like that guy that was like, that was super cheesy, like to my face. It was mostly like people would drop the facade and just be a human being. You know what I mean? But just be like, fuck, dude, I love it. I love, what are they called? Dang it.
Disturbed.
Disturbed. Yeah. Like, I love Disturbed. I love
What
it.
about like
I edit the songs from every time he says the F word.
dudes in the church are just like, I'm just trying to think of like, I wonder if there was any pastors that were ever like thinking they were gonna like revolutionize something like Elon Musk style and be like, how can I like really defeat the devil?
Well, dude, I mean, like the whole idea of what they ended up doing with the church was basically having one church that did the service, and then they would video, like do live
send it
to
out.
all these other campuses.
I thought you were gonna say there was like a double church where like a extra church where you go and it's like, all right, now this is real shit.
is a real
like
church.
this is like you got to work
Well-
it like almost like like in that's Scientology basically. We're like, oh, you think this is church? We got bigger church.
We got a real church.
We got better church.
We got
guys.
snake handling church. No, they would do, but that's kind of how it was because there would be, I think it was a total of 7 services on Sunday. And
Damn, 7 service Sunday.
7 service
So
Sunday.
that's all the same guy.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Well, what they would do is he would record 4 of them. And
So he was doing a special a week.
yeah, 4
God
hours.
damn.
And for the same hours each Sunday, but do a sermon. But then they would project the video out to these other places.
So people would just show you watch it at home, or you go to a building.
They
and
would
watch
go to
it on
a
video?
building and watch
That's
it
insane.
on a screen. But
I almost got duped into watching a Garth Brooks concert like that.
See, that's, yeah, I was. So then they would have like home pastors that would hang out, that would be there, but they wouldn't do.
Can
the
answer
main
questions.
speech. Yeah. There'd be some guy walking up like, "Hey, unicorns go to heaven," and they're like, "Sir,
Sir, sit down." It's just
Please.
a movie theater where they play church. They actually do that in Bakersfield.
do you
at the-
support J.K. Rowling?"
There's a movie theater in Bakersfield where they play church at.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to do this. I have to excuse myself for a few minutes. I am literally going to shit my pants if I sit here any longer.
That's fine.
Perfect. Keep on.
I'm back with Bruce Gray here,
everybody.
and
That was wild, dude. I made a big mistake.
really,
Yeah, dude.
what was your mistake? Was it the espresso?
It was the espresso after 2 beers and sushi. But I
Jesus,
did.
fuck you for putting that visual,
What,
that
dude?
idea.
An entire fish came out. Just
Oh,
now,
man.
flopping and flowing.
There was a Japanese guy there. Going,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I've been cutting a rug in the bathroom lately, dude. Yeah, and we also discovered during that break that Kevin never hit play on the camera.
Yeah, Kelly, I didn't hit play on the camera. I'm a professional.
Oh,
But we're back now.
Yeah,
you're back.
So we took a break because I had to cut a rug in there.
Gotcha. Soupy was just upset that you took a break.
The dog
yeah,
was
yeah.
mad that we took a break.
I will say that is the second time that I'm glad that you shit
When else were you glad that I shit?
in the lake.
Oh, that was good.
That was the
well, that was a
that
classic.
the funniest shit
what I just did
ever.
was a classic Brain Jail thing. We should have just left it rolling because that was seemingly every other episode on Brain Jail. Someone would be like, "All right, I got to take a shit. I'll be back," and then they would just be gone for an hour.
I kept going for a while.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, that's the advantage of having 3 people.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
two of you guys
somebody
can
can
keep
always take a shit.
So
but
you were just out here like, I'm fucking loser.
I'm so lonely. Oh. No, dude, I wanted to tell you, I was giving tips to. So we had Ahmed Weinberg on Pepitone's podcast.
In person or?
No, through Zoom.
Oh, why did there Zoom? Do that shit in person.
I don't know. It just was. It was. That's the way they wanted to do it, and that's the way they wanted to do it.
That's the.
It's
way.
actually just because it was just for a segment of it.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
But I was telling him, I was just like, he's like, what? Who should I be? And I was just like, you want to be like, what was I saying? I was talking about something else, and I was like, with stand up, I was like, not being able to do stand up or not having a creative outlet. I was like, it was killing me. You know what I mean? I'd look at my wife. I got my wife, beautiful wife, my great 2 kids, and it's just not enough. It's not enough. You'd think I would be grateful, and then he's like, "Oh, that's like I'm going to use that. That's good." And I'm just like, "Yeah, for the character, yeah, because that's what I was saying."
Oh man, yeah. Well, yeah. We didn't even talk about our weekends, dude.
That's true.
Because we were supposed to. What's on your finger? You cut yourself?
Oh yeah, I cut myself.
Damn, dude.
And then I don't know. It's fine.
The
We had wild weekends. You went to Sarasota Springs, Missouri, or
absolutely. Yeah.
Where were you?
Steamboat Springs, Colorado. It was very fun. It was sick.
Did Kelly take a Steamboat Springs on your chest?
I just Steamboat Springs in the bathroom 2 seconds ago, dude.
Dude, you're. That was out of control.
I went
The level of relief on your face lets me know.
Oh, dude,
something
it was like
wrong.
the last 5 minutes. I was like, I was trying to find a thing. I was like, dude, disturbed. Yeah, disturbed. Dude, down with the. Just like it,
single beat
I'm
of
about to
sweat coming
pass out.
down.
Yeah, because I looked at my phone and I saw how much time we had done, and I was like, I can't make it through. I
can't do it.
No, but I was in Steamboat Springs. It was super fun. It's like a, ski resort town. It was super fun. They hooked me up with some snowboarding shit.
Now you were just getting rented out by a group of wealthy businessmen, right?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what stand-up comedy is? Honestly.
Yeah.
And so
We'll get one of you dumb kids to get up on stage and talk or
Easy
whatever,
peasy.
make people giggle. We're charging $40 at the top, and you don't have to
It's
pay the kids
nothing.
shit.
They want to do it.
The
Steamboat Springs.
Steamboat Springs. The
Indiana.
guy they hooked me. The guy who runs the whole thing. He hooked me up with a bunch of snowboarding stuff. So he hooked me up with all the gear.
Amazing.
And a really nice snowboarding pass, like the highest level mountain pass you could get, whatever. And I hadn't been snowboarding in like 10 years, and it was super icy because it was cold. It was like cold but sunny, so there was like no. There hadn't been snow in like 3 weeks, so it was just icy as shit. So I went down once on the fucking ski school run. And I got going too fast a few times, so I like went to my ass, and it hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't. Usually you're like, oh, this is snow that I'm falling into, but this was awful.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. So I literally went up
like
one time,
ice
came
skating.
back down one time, returned all my stuff.
Yeah.
Kept on like the jacket and the pants, and then my Georgia boots, and then I hopped on the fucking I got a couple drinks. This is like because it's like 10 a.m. at this point now. I got out there early. I went up, I went down. I was like, fuck this, and then I went over to the little concession stand, got a vodka soda, dude. I chilled out by this big wood burning fire, fucking chilling, dude.
That's dope.
And then I saw the enclosed because I went up. The issue is the fucking ski lift. The ski lift is a nightmare.
Really?
Getting on, getting off.
Yeah.
It fucking
it can be
sucks,
scary.
dude. It just comes up behind you and rips you off the ground. Just pull like just you, and then your board is like all over the. I fucking hated it, dude.
I would imagine there's more athletic men out there just being like,
Oh,
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
it was brutal.
he's
And then like
fucking-"
I fucked up. I fell like getting off of it, and the guy, which no bullshit. Back in the day, even whenever I was like solid enough at snowboarding, I would fall getting off the lift.
Yeah.
And so I fell getting off the lift, and the guy who was working it was like. That he had to stop the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, dude. Like, my bad." Like, laughing, and he was like, "Yeah, maybe you consider a lesson."
Oh fuck!
I was like, "Okay." I literally looked
Like,
at.
you want to go and you fucking fell over.
I'm at the top of like the ski school lift.
Yeah.
And so I looked at him, and I literally was just like, "Okay." Like I was just like, "Fuck you, dude." Like,
But also, it just sucks because he's like kind of right a little bit, you know.
yeah, but it's like what, the only lesson I needed really was getting off the lift.
Yeah.
And I understand that's the beginning
Well,
lesson.
you just got to have it's the experience.
Yeah.
You know, you have the experience, and you've fallen enough. You know,
Yeah,
but
I
don't,
hated it.
I don't know how to fall anymore. I genuinely don't.
I've been sore for like my back hurts. I slept on the floor the other night because my back hurt so bad from doing that.
You're 100 years old,
But
dude.
but then so I got on the gondola, the enclosed gondola,
Mm-hmm.
went got a couple drinks in me, went on the gondola, and then because it takes like 20 minutes to get to the top, the way top of the mountain on the enclosed gondola. But the enclosed gondola has windows all around. You open them up, dude. So I was fucking blazing it on the gondola, dude. Yeah. I fucking went up there. I had lunch. I was blazing it. I had a few more vodka sodas. I went to this. I had a sandwich. Went to the snack bar, the area. Bought 3 Bud Light seltzers. Went down on the fucking. Bought it back again.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting off the thing.
Dude,
I went down around where all the skiers were getting off, and I was like, "This is taken." Like,
private gondola.
literally, I was like, no, yeah. And then so
they're like, that guy probably took a shit in there.
yeah, they're like, that guy's not doing well. He's probably this is like his parents' form of adult daycare. And so
Dad says no one else can come on.
yeah, that's what I should have. Like, my dad said nobody else can come on here with me.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk to humans that aren't related to me.
Dad says don't talk to nobody. So then. The line to get on was super long, but it was everybody with skis and snowboards. And I went up to this dude who was like helping out, and I just had my backpack and like my shit. I FaceTimed you too.
Yeah.
Whenever I was getting on there, maybe whenever I was already on there. It's a little foggy. I had some cocktails, brother. And so
that's the best though, man. When you get to be out
time
there, because you get to be like an alien who's like, I want to have a good day today, you know. And I say an alien is because you're by yourself. You know what I mean? Unless you know. Or friends with the opener or whatever, like anytime, like I don't know, like it was great. I went to Bass Lake, and like I was there with a bunch of people, so it was a blast.
Yeah, it was a gig. It was a gig I was supposed to do with you guys, but I took this other one instead.
No, I get it. You got to follow the dream. You know what I mean?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good people to know, but yeah, I went up to that line with where all the skiers and snowboarders were, and there was a guy who was like, "Hey, could I just like get on?" And the guy was like, yeah. He's like, actually, here. He's like, swipe your card through this thing. And it's his ass cheeks. He's like, swipe your card. No, he's like, swipe your card through this thing and then just go around the line to the front and tell them you're just riding. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So I literally just kicked it on the gondola. It was perfectly wide enough where you could put your feet up on the other side.
Hell yeah.
I listened to John Prine. I smoked some weed. I fucking drank some Bud Light seltzers.
That's dope.
Nah, it fucking rocked, dude.
That's a different type of good time.
Yeah, it was great. And it's I took a few videos, but it's right above the ski run. So I'm like, after a while, I realized that you could like hear it and shit. So I'd taken my headphones out, and then it was open in the thing, and there's people like right below you shredding down below. So you could like hear them. I'm just like having a great time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I rode that thing up a few times, and then I forgot my backpack at the top. So I was like, if I gotta go back up, I did have a great sandwich too.
I got 2 more joints.
And then I did. I brought a good amount of weed, and then I went from there to because they had this winter festival in town going on. So as part of the winter festival, they had long distance alpine ski jumping. So then I fucking went over to. I went back down the gondola, hopped on the free shuttle, went over to the other ski hill. Went to the bar.
Hit a couple of jumps.
Hit it. Yeah, I was like, where do I sign up, huh? I was like, just enough confidence. Yeah, I just fucking smashed my pecker. Then I go to the bar, and the best or worst thing that can happen to you at a place like this when you go to the bar is what?
Hey, you're the comic.
There you go. Is you see somebody from the show last night, and then they're like, oh, yeah, come on now. And they fucking start giving you shit. And then now it's like 1 p.m. and I'm pretty tanked.
Best/worst, because it does depend on who's doing
absolutely.
it. We had one of those.
My situation worked out very well because it was a lady. She was very nice, very in, very out. Just take some drinks, do this.
Was she doing a lot of like Marilyn Monroe? Like,
then a dude came by with a fucking.
Can I get you a drink?
A dude came by with a leaf blower and blew her dress up. No, I mean, dude, it's 8 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So it's but it's 8 degrees, but it's sunny. So it's like I had a beanie, I had a jacket and some snow pants and some boots on, and I was like chilling all day.
Yeah.
Only thing is, I should have got some gloves. That was the only issue. But then
no gloves.
I just had them in my hands in my pockets. I was chilling.
Oh, but when
I was
you're
also
on
drunk.
The slopes, though, you know.
Oh, I had gloves then, but then I'm not going to walk around with fucking snowboard gloves all day like some kind of fucking monster.
Dad was going to scold you right now, bro. You gotta have
and
those
so
gloves.
then. I was pretty tanked, but I was by myself, so it's not like I'm walking around and be like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" With that, no, I was like, "All right, cool. Now I'll go watch the ski jumping."
Yeah.
And
The
so then-
president of comedy's there, like, Jesus Christ.
No, so then literally I'm just in the middle of all these like families watching ski jumping. I'm standing completely still. My eyes are probably just like, but I'm watching it, and it was incredible. It was awesome. These dudes are hitting like 80-meter jumps on the fucking
nuts,
skis. It was awesome. And then it was impossible to get an Uber home. And I was like, well, I'm fucking stuck at the goddamn ski slope now.
It's a beautiful damn day.
It took me like 45 minutes to get an Uber home, even though it was like 2 miles down the road.
Yeah.
And then finally got one, went back and did the show, dude. It was super fun. I loved it there.
That's dope.
Honestly, the only hang up the entire weekend was I kicked it with this dude named Drew McElhaney. Fucking cool dude, loves fish. And you're a fish head now, dude, right?
Dude, the concert was amazing.
And he's a dude who's lived up there forever, like old school ski bum dude.
Yeah.
He's a funny comic, and
He's like, have you ever seen Ski School 1 or 2?
he did ask, what was this fucking movie he asked me about? That was like an old school like ski movie. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. But
There's
for
so many.
not sure how this happened, and I'm usually not the guy that this happens to. I feel like, but the entire weekend, and I think he just didn't notice till he dropped me off at the airport because we went to like breakfast and stuff a few times. Like we hung out, like we actually hung out and like drank and like did whatever. But I think
That's cool.
I think I called him Kurt the entire weekend.
Was his name not
No, his name was Drew. I don't even know. There was no Kurt. I called him Kurt. We did a podcast. I called him Kurt on the podcast.
Get the fuck out
And there
of
was
here.
like 4 of us on the podcast, like the podcast they do for like the comedy thing up there.
And he never corrected you?
I don't know how often I did it. And you know what's so funny is there was a few things on the podcast where I think back on it where I would like riff something and be like, oh, and then the lady was like, oh, I gotta fuck Kurt. And they were
Yeah.
like, huh. And it's just because I was calling the dude the wrong name.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like a. It's not just like a dude that I saw in passing once or twice. Like I kicked it with him and like the pretty much the entire weekend. I'd really, and it's one of those things where especially you go to a place like that and you like it's so it is disrespectful, but it's like such a complete accident. And like, but it just makes you look like, oh, fucking big shot dude coming from LA, fucking
Yeah.
they could call me the wrong name the whole weekend. I felt awful. Because
Whatever.
literally dropped me off at the airport and I like grabbed my bag and I was like, dude, thank you so much. I was like, you're the fucking man, Kurt. I appreciate you. And he was like, who's Kurt? I swear to God.
Oh,
And I felt terrible, dude.
But you're positive you called him Kurt on the podcast and shit.
Absolutely. I would say that at least the last half of the weekend I called him the wrong name. And I don't know how it happened.
And he finally tells you to stop at the end of the
I think
trip.
maybe that was the only time he had noticed. I really don't know.
Maybe he just didn't notice, or maybe he thought that was cool LA slang for friend.
Brian said that I should have went full Charles Manson and be like, you don't even know who you are, brother. I see a Kurt in you. You've been going by Drew your whole life. You don't even know what's going on.
You know, you're Kurt.
Yeah, that should have just gone crazy. But it was fun, dude. I had a great time.
That sounds
Matt
fun.
Newland, a funny comic. He's actually from Boise. I don't know if maybe I'd met him in Boise before, but he lives up there now. Kyle Ruff,
I think I know him.
long
too.
haired dude, right? I feel like
Yeah.
maybe I was wrong, maybe because I didn't realize he was from Boise till afterwards.
Huh.
But we might have been around him up there. But he was funny. He was very funny.
Hell yeah.
It was super fun. I gotta hook you up with the contact for the gig.
You better, bro. Because
I wanna
I'm
do
ready
that-
to talk about my kids in other states.
Yeah, I want to go back and do that gig, but I want to do like an entire run from like fucking like
Yeah.
northern Montana down like to Denver.
That's the way you can actually make money with that shit.
See, with that, I would just like to make enough money to pay for the entire like a 2-week trip with a rental car and like going through the national parks and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's ideal. What you should be trying to do is go on sick trips and
Dude, we
supplement it by telling stupid jokes in ski towns.
We should set up a Bag Fries tour, and if you want us to come and do stand up at your town, let us know.
That's how you and we'll come stay with you.
Yeah.
We'll stay the night in your house.
Yeah,
We should rent ourselves out like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like we'll come and stay at your house for $200.
dude, man.
No, we're at the place in our life where we're like, dude, it'd be so sick if we could stay with you, Discord bros.
Yeah. Like, honestly, guy was great. Guy was really great. He didn't say the N word one time, and there was hardly any severed heads at his house.
I wake up, my legs are shaved. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, everybody's regular
No,
people.
I know. I'm having fun.
Everybody's
Joking
great.
around.
You know,
Well, how was Bass Lake though? I heard it was fun.
Dude, it was dope. So we got there. Obviously, we had the delicious dinner at Ducey's Steakhouse.
Deuce's Steakhouse?
Ducey's.
Oh, Deuce is a
Yeah.
female deuce.
Oh yeah, Ducey's. And we got steaks. We ordered these jumbo, huge prawns, basically.
Wow.
Huge shrimp. It was said shrimp cocktail, but there was only like 8 of them, and it was a lot. Then I got steaks and plenty of booze at the table, and then we all got laid.
Yeah. What an inconvenient weekend this was for me to have a different cool
I
ass
know.
gig.
Dude. That's the thing. That has happened to me so many times.
It always happens. Every time that there's like a sick week, because if anybody doesn't know, this weekend that would have been Kevin, me, friend Dave Waite, and my girlfriend Kelly,
Yep.
and we would have got a free cabin, dope show, dope accommodations all around this like really cool lake
Yeah.
town. God damn it, that
Yeah,
always
so-
happens though. I always have a gig coming up like that. That's like a
Yeah.
fun gig
Yeah.
that like pays well. It's great. It's like going to be a great time. And they're like, how about for not really that much more money? You
Yeah.
come across the country, but you get to headline both nights. It's like, fuck, dude.
Hey, there's this festival. We want you to come and do a 10-minute spot. And the whole theme is you're just going to like be partying the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'll give you 10 extra tickets. You can bring whoever you want.
Yeah.
And then we'll get you hotels and all, on the DL, all the drugs you want, anything you want. Just let me
If you
know.
want to get your dick sucked by a girl or
Yeah. I'm not into that. And so I mean, it's this weekend. And you're like, fuck.
like, ah, shit, I haven't.
Fuck.
That's every time.
I'm getting paid $1,000 to do a set at the bottom of a well.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn it.
Like, dude, we're doing comedy at the Dick Sucking Festival in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
No, it's always like 5 minutes from your house. It's the funnest time of all time.
My wife comes up and is like, baby, you know how I didn't really get you anything for your birthday? Well, I got you a gig at the Dick Sucking Festival. And I want you to go out there and just have a blast, okay? Just get your knob polished all you want,
Yeah.
you know. And
And it's this weekend. You're
it's
like,
this
fuck.
week. You're like, fuck. I am actually
You're not going to
for
want to hear this.
$3,000. I'm doing a corporate gig down at Ass Fuckers LTD.
Yeah, the bottom festival.
Yeah.
Or the top festival. And I'm the only bottom. Oh, God damn it. I got hired to do comedy in that cave that they found the Thai kids in. Gosh, dang it.
The managers, they know the circuit around there too, and that's how I get in at the Improv to be able to do national stuff.
Yeah, it's really always like that. Did I tell you about my friend of mine? He. Did I tell you about a friend of mine? This is a really interesting thing because this kind of speaks to how like shit goes with jobs and whatever else nowadays.
Yeah.
Is that he had like a killer job at the pussy eating factory? Dude, loved it. Benefits. Did 40 hours a week eating pussy.
Oh, that's it. He didn't have to work overtime.
No, 40 hours a week. Benefits, bonuses, everything.
Yeah.
Dude, Chinese company bought it,
Mm-hmm.
shut it down, not even fucking around, turned the entire thing into a dick sucking factory.
Oh shit.
Dude, now 50 hours a week, no benefits,
And he's got to do the
and
dick
he's got to
sucking.
suck dick.
Jesus,
Isn't that fucked up?
that is fucked up. But you know,
Nightmare.
when you got a family at home that's
They
relying
fucking
on
automated the pussy eating factory. You can't automate dick sucking.
No, you can't.
Insanity.
It's very hard.
Unreal.
That's the thing. You know, that pretty soon we're gonna have robots sucking each other's dicks.
And what are we going to be?
I'll have VR glasses on and be like, I'm getting my dick sucked right now, but I'm actually at home eating some really old milk.
See,
and Cheerios.
he actually tried that. He asked if he could work from home, and they said no. The boss is like doesn't give a shit about COVID. He's like, no, we're not doing that work from home bullshit.
Yeah, you know,
You're gonna be here sucking because in his mind he was like, dude, I could work from home. I could suck one fake dick all day, and that'll generate to everybody.
Yeah.
And that'll like generate everything. He wrote a whole program, wrote a whole system of how this work out. Boss fucking said to hell with all this. Fucking Monday morning, 8 a.m. Everybody is in here, and not 8 a.m.
That's not how he sounded.
No, and it's not. No, it was a translator.
Hey,
Nah, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! And so then dude, and the boss is the kind of guy too of like, you know, someplace like 8 a.m. You come in, you stroll in, you get a coffee.
Yeah,
you
it's
talk, You
understood.
say what's up to Billy and Ted, and
they just got back from their excellent adventure.
yeah, exactly. And then so he's like, but he's not like that. He's like, you got to be on the line at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So that means you got to get there 7:45.
Jesus.
It's insane. 7:45 to 6 every day.
You know what that reminds
a
me
week.
of? Bass Lake. This trip to Bass Lake.
All right, continue. How was the show?
It was great. I mean, I had to host, which I don't love hosting because I'm a piece of shit. And, I want people to get the full experience of me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I can't do it, as a host. But I had a blast. Got some great laughs. Kelly crushed it. Matt Lockwood crushed it. I was actually very excited to see Matt Lockwood do his new race war material.
Fuck yeah.
In front of people and in front of real people, not at the Comedy Store.
How'd they feel about the race war?
They eased into it like a hot tub. You know what I mean? And I think they were testing it at the beginning, and like burnt their toe a little bit, and then eventually they eased in. And Matt's great. I love Matt Lockwood. I love watching him.
I think he's a real piece of shit, dude.
Oh,
He's always on the Discord trying to fucking convert our dudes into the fucking Big Humble. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Everybody go over to don't. Big Humble's funny. I'm a big Morgan Mizell fan, dude, so I'll deal with Matt on my own time.
But go over, leave him a review, and mention Bag Fries.
Yeah, that's what everybody should do. Really, what you want to do if you're still listening, go over to the Big Humble podcast and leave a 5-star review and say, man, this podcast is just all right, but holy shit, is Bag Fries one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard. But you have to leave a 5-star review. If you leave a 1-star review, that sucks.
Yeah, no,
that's lame.
If you can compliment them in some way, too.
Compliment them, but then be like, but really, honestly,
Yeah.
Bag Fries is where it's really at.
This is my second favorite podcast of all time.
Yeah, that's what everybody should say. This is my second favorite podcast of all time. My first one is Bag Fries.
Yeah. With Bruce Gray and Kevin Tinkin.
Yeah.
And-
It's 9/11 right now.
Blow your candles out.
Dude, I just got a text right now, too.
You got to blow the. You got a text right at 9/11.
I got a text right at 9/11.
Is it from the Jewish leader telling you to go home from the office
It's-
because the towers are going to get
No,
killed?
it's
Today?
from the same guy I was just talking about.
Oh my God!
Just shut it. They just shut down the dick sucking factory.
Fat Cockwood just got laid off.
Dude, new business. They're pivoting.
What are you gonna
Ass eating factory just
Oh.
opened up. That's even worse.
Male ass. I will
This
say,
is what we should do is we should set up hidden cameras and go to very tightly packed restaurants and like where people are talking next to each other. Not restaurants, diners in the morning. And I'm telling you all this over coffee and newspaper and I'm really hitting it home like, dude, swear to God, automation is really fucking people over. Because I had this friend, great job at the pussy eating factory. And just neither of us laughed the entire time. And just people next to us are like, what are you guys talking about?
Turning around at the booth.
Excuse us.
anyway, boss keeps saying these balls aren't going to fondle themselves.
Yeah. I mean, he's part of the Pussy Eaters Union.
and I got to do it.
So after the show, what'd you guys do after the show?
So after the show, well, first off, the show was a blast. There's a bar in the showroom where you just go up, right? We're all waiting in the back, and you just give you booze. So that's a blast.
It's a good deal.
We got a good chunk of money in tips. That was a
Oh,
plus.
there's tips on top of it? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Well, so Torio told me, he's like, basically like how to make sure you tip the staff and then you take care of so everybody got taken care of.
Man.
But yeah, it was great. And then
I had a flat rate.
yeah. And then speaking of, Bob Hope showed up and he gave us all medals in comedy. And-
Medals of Comedy Freedom.
That's right.
Freedom
they're
of Comedy medals.
Yeah, it was great. He was in blackface because he finally found his shoe polish.
Absolutely.
And Bob Hope did blackface. Stopped doing blackface just because he
Literally couldn't find his shoe
couldn't
polish
find
one
his
day.
shoe polish one day. That's the truth.
It's 100% true that Bob Hope, who people consider like one of the more American comedians of all time because he did so much USO stuff
Yeah.
and whatever else, literally did blackface pretty much his entire career, and then one day forgot his shoe polish and was like, whatever.
I can do it without.
Yeah,
putting
he
on
didn't do it.
makeup.
He didn't do it out of being like blackface isn't cool anymore. He was literally
Yeah.
did it out of pure inconvenience.
Yeah, no. Every comic was like, you can't. It's like,
No, really, every comic did blackface.
yes,
Like at that time.
yeah.
It
No,
was like
absolutely
100% hit rate.
Yeah, this is no satire. This is true. Yeah, and then it was literally like a thing. Like it'd be like, I don't even know, like going up without your pants on.
Yeah.
Like
The way Bert
that's
Kreischer
insane.
goes up with no shirt, it was like, whoa, you're gonna not wear blackface?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So what? They were feeding you booze all night. They fucking tipped you out.
feeding us booze. So then we're all a little sloshed. So then after the show, we go to the bar, And of course, the bar is filled with people from the show. And so everybody's like, just like, oh my God, your hug is so huge. And Jesus Christ, you guys are the best. I just emptied the gun and put it away after watching you guys do comedy. And they're buying us drinks and shit. And then, of course, there's like one person who is fucking hammered.
Hell yeah.
And then comes up to Lockwood, and he's like sitting in the chair on the patio, and he's like, man, fuck you, man. Like, you fucking funny, man. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Dude, you fucking funny, man.
You made me laugh so hard, I'm gonna fucking kill you tonight.
Well, then Lockwood kept saying fucked up shit. I can't even remember what he was saying, but you know how he interacts with the human race. And he's like, and then the guy's like, man, fuck that, man. You fucking funny, man. Fuck that.
Bro, if you were any more funny, I'd have to fucking cut your head off, bro.
Dude, it was because he was hammered. So, like, Matt would say offensive shit that I think he would genuinely be, like, pissed off. Like, he's like, Matt would say something like, I love hanging out with pieces of shit on the patio that are hammered. And he'd be like, man, fuck you, man. Like, fuck you, man. You fucking pieces. This guy's a fucking, dude, you fucking funny, man. Like, he would, like, he would remember
that he's funny. That
like,
would stop him from killing him.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you like funny, man. Dude, last time I shouldn't say last time, like 5 times ago when I was there was a guy like that, and he was like that later. But when I first walked into the bar, he was there. So it was before he was fucked up. And he was like coming out to me like, dude, love your stuff, man. Like, what's going on? I'd love to talk to you. Just get to know you better. Like, very friendly. And I was just like, all right. And then he started drinking. He's getting more fucked up.
He's like, I'm the guy who killed Osama bin Laden.
Well, he's like, yeah, not a lot of black guys up here. And I was like, all right.
Was he a black guy?
No.
Oh,
no.
Cool.
He was a white guy.
So he's a cool ass dude.
Yeah, he's very cool.
Code word, cool ass dude.
Yeah, he was hip as fuck.
Yeah.
It was very off-putting.
Zoinks.
And then he's like,
that's what I do whenever I hear people being racist. I go, zoinks. like Shaggy.
Shakes. Scoop. Dude, yeah. So but then he goes, you want to do DMT? For real. And I was like, I would love to sometime, man. I've always wanted to do it because we had talked about DMT before.
Hey, bro, you could do it out of this light bulb right now.
He's like, I got it in a vaporizer. And I was like, I can't right now, man. I can't do a full DMT trip. I've already been drinking. I need to prepare for that.
That's what he was doing when he was mad at Lockwood. He was like 3,000 years in the future, and he was like, "Hey, beep boop, you fucking ass." And it's like, you're funny, bro.
You funny, bro. Yeah, but so then we leave the bar, and there was this other couple that was just like, I'm sorry, it was him and his girlfriend who was this other lady, and she was just real. She was really kind of like talking shit to him, like, stop it, like, fuck off, like, don't do that.
Don't offer him DMT.
No, this was a different. This last time, it was that guy going like, fuck you, man. I'm gonna fucking kill you, man. You fucking funny, man. And then she'd be like, stop it, be nice. He's the comedian. And like, she was out of control.
Oh, man.
And Kelly, you should ask Kelly about it, because she got into a conversation before that with him and ditched him to talk to this other couple. And when they came out to me, like, I could see her like through the glass just being like, thank God. Like, she did not want anything to do with him. So anyway, so then we leave, and we all leave together, which is kind of cool, because usually people peel off and whatnot. So we all leave together, and we're walking back to the cabin, and there's like a bunch of cabins, like basically like summer camp kind of a thing. And one of these cabins is fucking bumping. Like, they got music going off. Yeah. We can see there's people in the cabin. So we're just like, I think Kelly was just like, oh shit, like there's a party. Like, and then something like, should we just try to go in there?
That's a terrible idea.
See,
if I was there, I would have been like, no.
And I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. There was all 4 of you guys. There's nobody there to be like, no, that's a dumb idea.
No, you
guys are like, party time.
Yeah. So this girl, she opens the door and then sees Kelly, and Kelly's like, hey, we're the comedians from the show. Do you, I don't know. I think it was literally that. Kelly. Huh. What did you say to have that lady let us come in?
To the house.
To the house at that
Bass
party
Lake.
at Bass Lake.
Oh, like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, we just heard the music. We thought, we were comedians. Thought maybe we'd call a party. And she was like, yeah, oh my God, definitely. I think I saw you on the flyer. Come in.
Yeah, she's just like, come on in.
So funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you walk up there. If I'm in that house and you guys walk up there, I'm gonna think that you guys are those freaks from that movie, The Strangers, where you fucking come on the door like, is Benny here? And like, no. Are you sure? And then you end up cutting everyone inside's head
Yeah,
off. That's
yeah.
why I would have been like, no, get out of here.
Wow.
Both sides of this, I would have been like, this is dumb to go in there because they're gonna cut our heads off. And if you guys were coming into the thing, I'd have been like, don't let them in here. They're gonna cut our heads off.
yeah, yeah.
I fucking hate mixed company, dude.
So I think the way you feel is how the rest of the people at the party felt. Because when we got in there, first off, we look around and the party. I see people like I'm thinking maybe college, and then I look towards the back of the room and there's a girl with braces, and so
Good Lord.
within
And Delia's like, you guys are comedians?
yeah, dude, within 10 seconds, I realized this is a high school party. And Kelly's having a conversation with somebody. And one of the guys in the back was like, hey, no cap, you guys got to go.
You guys got kicked out of a high school party?
Yeah. And then Kelly like turns around. She's like, Kevin, guys, we're too old. We're too old. And I go, we're too old. Like I go with Seinfeld. I'm like, we're too old. When are we going to do it?
I agree with you guys. We're too old.
And then we just turned around and left. And the guy was like, fuck, man. Like, no cap, dude. Like, real talk. I thought they were the cops.
yeah,
As we
you
were
guys
leaving.
look like the cops.
Well, I do.
Well, you...
But Dave Waite and...
He looks like an undercover fucking guy at a fucking Grateful Dead concert parking lot trying to catch people selling illegal nitrous balloons.
Yeah. I've been following these guys for centuries.
Jesus. Want to wrap this up? We can go to that show?
Yeah. Well,
You want to tell the people what we're going to do, dudes?
well, and then after that, this is where it gets real juicy. Before we wrap it up, at the end of the story is we went back to the cabin and we watched The Other Guys.
It's a great movie.
Great movie, folks. Thanks for tuning in to
Thanks for
Bag
tuning into
Fries.
Bag Fries, dude. Sorry I had to go take a big dump in the middle of it. We have to wrap up. We're going to go.
And sorry that I realized I wasn't recording the video for the first half. You know what they say, 50-50. Some episodes work.
I think this was good. We had that great Australian riff.
Oh yeah,
This is what we call this is the post-show recap. No, we do have to go, though. It's 9:22. That show is at 10.
Okay.
We're going to a secret show to see. We could say here because it's not.
Yeah.
We going to see one William Burr.
Yes.
One Billy Burr.
Billy Burr run the new hour.
Running the new hour in a small room.
It's gonna be wild.
I think so. We should be able to get in.
I hope so.
I know a few people.
Send us an email with
Please, guys, yeah,
with
Bag
the
Fries.
what's up to bagfriespod@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram, Bag Fries Pod. We're posting clips, baby boy.
Yeah.
Share them. Tell your fucking friends.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys go to the gathering of the Juggalos, tell everybody that you see there that you should be listening to Bag Fries.
Be like, hey, these guys really like put the face paint on, you know?
That's
what
what.
I mean? Like,
that's what you think that goes down at gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
and like these guys like really know how to like be like Shaggy, you know what I mean?
Shaggy Too Dope.
Like they get like, you know what's crazy is like half of it is like Shaggy Too
Did you see
Dope.
that video of that guy
Like-
Shaggy Too Dope snapping his arm in half, Tom Segura style?
Oh no.
He was like doing vlogs and he goes parkour and tries to jump off something at a park and he fucking slips and snaps his arm. It's like, oh fuck! I don't know if he's wearing the face paint or not, but it'd be even funnier if he did.
Yeah.
They were on. I'll just say this and then we get off. One of those dudes was on Your Mom's House, and like Juggalos are like the most loyal fan base ever.
Should be.
Like there was a video of this dude who got Juggalo face paint tattooed on him, and that dude was on there talking about his tattoo removal process, and then they paused the video. They were showing that guy, and the dude from ICP goes, yo, this guy's a fucking retard, man. All right, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you.
Say hi, Soupy.
Oh, here we go. Oh, big boy, what's up? What's
There's Soupy. That's the little alarm you hear in the background.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Remember to wear condoms, folks. Wrap it up.